Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. We are going to start off with my favourite ever motto. And that is, the best advice I ever got off someone was never change a winning formula. Right? Never change a winning formula. And when you understand this, you start to realise how much of a toxic society we live in, because if you've got a winning formula, the last thing you're going to do in a world where everybody's trying to get ahead of each other is tell somebody. So when people come up to me and go, oh, I don't know how you do it, Steve, what's your secret? A lot of the times I don't want to tell them, because A, they're not going to do it, and B, it's just a complete waste of my breath. And also, I like having secrets to know how I get ahead of people. But ever since I've become a personal trainer, that's actually changed. So I like to know things and share them with people. So obviously you've seen the title of this video, it's about iodine. And iodine's literally, like it says in the title, what you don't know about iodine can wreck your life. So if you flip that round as a script, what you know about iodine can save your life. So this is iodine. This is a bottle of Lugel's iodine that I get off the internet. And I started taking that many, many years ago because I watched a Health Springs video from an Australian lady. She's actually starting to creep back up into the internet because all her stuff was just, she was just shot down because it was too herbal, it was too holistic, and there's no science to back what she was going on about. So in this interview, there was a questions and answers at the very end, and somebody said, what supplement, if you only had one, would you take? And her answer was iodine. So iodine's found in seawater and in salty environments and in pink Himalayan salt. It's also found in soils around the world. So a soil sample from somewhere near the sea would contain more iodine than a soil sample inland. And the problem with the agricultural world at the minute, it's literally washed all the iodine out of the soil and it's not getting replaced. Nobody cares. And that's why we're all in a really bad health problem, because the food you grow in the soil is meant to uptake iodine in a thing called cation exchange capacity. See, that's my gardening knowledge coming out as well. And this is the thing, guys. This is why the internet likes to shut down people like me, because we tell the truth. The world doesn't want you to know the truth. It wants you kept in front of the TV with your phone, being a good little minion, going out on the piss every weekend. That's where they want you. If that's where you want to be, then that's fine. You know what I mean? That's perfect. You shouldn't even have any problems. You should be the happiest person in the world if you're happy being in front of the TV, living the life that this world and society is expecting of you. As soon as you break away from that norm, you're a nobody, you know what I mean? Oh, you want to stop drinking, do you? Loser. Oh, you want to get healthy, do you? Loser. When it's actually quite the opposite. So, I'm going to tell you a quick story about how I consulted with my doctor about this. So, during the pandemic, I got triple jabbed and I went absolutely kaput. I was fucked. Like, fucked. Literally fucked. And nobody wanted to be near us. I wanted to kill people. Literally, I wanted to punch people in the face. But they were all blaming it on the fact that I'd quit smoking, my vegan diet, and me running a lot. That's what they blamed it on. But in fact, it was the jab. I had tachycardia from the jab, like most other people did. So when the doctor phoned us up and said, we've took your blood tests, they actually couldn't get in touch with us because I was on a rampage. They couldn't get in touch with us for 6 weeks. And they've managed to get in touch with us in an emergency on my house phone and say, like, we need to speak to John. It's an emergency. So my thyroid had gone fucked. So anyway, I said to my doctor, I said, look, I think I'm a health expert. I think I'm a guru. I already do stuff for my thyroid. And the thing is, I was proper scared to tell her. So I said, I don't even want to tell you this because I'm scared. And she said, I need you to spit it out. So I said, right, well, I take iodine for my thyroid. And she said, how do you take it? I said, Google's iodine on the internet, and I put a few drops in water every night. And she said, how often do you take it? I said, I just take it when I feel like it. And she said, right, I want you to keep doing that every day for 30 days. So when she said that to me, I was like totally shocked. I just thought, I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting her to jump down my throat, say, you shouldn't be doing this. You should consult your doctor. You shouldn't be trying to be your own health expert. But the complete opposite happened. She told us I was doing the right thing. I just needed to do it more often. So I did it, 6 drops in water every single day, and then went back for my thyroid checked, and it went back to normal. I started putting weight back on, my mental health started getting fixed, and I went back to being normal. But the problem was because everyone was blaming me vegan diet, blaming me smoking and blaming me running, I ended up stopping running, started smoking again, and then started eating meat again. And this is what I mean about not knowing about this will ruin your life, because people will think, oh, it's because you're running too much, or it's because you've gone vegan, and it's because you've stopped smoking, and it's all bullshit. Like, when you quit smoking, only good things happen. When you go vegan, only good things happen. As long as you get your 9 essential amino acids in, it doesn't matter. When you start running, only good things happen, unless you run too much and get shin splints. Like, there's only benefits to these 3 things that I did. So I'm going to dive into it a little bit more, because it's such a big topic, and I really, really want this to start going viral, because I've spoke to a woman on the internet through my channel, and she's actually now hired the book out that I told her to get, and she's from the library, and she's reading it. But she's from Australia, I think. So in this country, you probably wouldn't find that book in the library. You would probably have to buy it off Amazon. But anyway, you can learn it off me, because I'm technically qualified to tell you this stuff, because I'm a personal trainer and a qualified nutritional expert with qualifications on how to cure diabetes, how to lose weight, how to fix knee problems, how to fix high blood pressure, even though I'm still learning a lot about blood pressure. It's one of the hardest things to get your blood pressure down. But one of the things I've learned is potassium. Potassium, high in potassium, helps you lower your blood pressure. So what I'm doing is, because this has got potassium iodide and iodine, so potassium iodide and iodine are different. When you buy one of these bottles, you get them both together. But when you see them supplemented in your milk or supplemented in your supplements, it's normally one or the other. But in reality, you should be having both. So I'm going to take this every day and see if it lowers my blood pressure. So I'm not going to change anything else in my lifestyle. I'm going to keep exactly the same diet. I'm going to keep exactly the same health routine that I've got. But all I'm going to do is add this in every single day for the next 14 days, and then come back every 7 days or something like that to see whether that diastolic blood pressure has come down, because everything else is fine for me. So anyway, the next thing I want to touch on the thyroid is how to know whether you've got a bad thyroid without getting tested by the doctor. And this is where geniuses like me come in. So if you're suffering from dizzy head spells or pressure around here, so see you get a tight chest, which you might think is angina, and you get like a weird sensation that runs down here and goes across your chest. That's your thyroid, plain up. Also, when you stand up and get a head rush, this is related also to your thyroid and what's called the vagus nerve. So the vagus nerve controls how much blood stays in your head when you stand up. And if the vagus nerve's damaged, then when you stand up, the nerve can't keep the blood in the head, and that's why you end up feeling like you're going to pass out. So if you do want to learn a little bit more, just Google the vagus nerve. There's breathing exercises you can do, lots of yoga exercises you can do to strengthen this nerve. And also the power of the mind, just knowing something about your body can trigger your body to start acting on that issue. So one of the things I'm starting to talk about is myostatin, but I'm going to do another video on that, because that's another secret they're not telling you about building muscles. So if you want to know why I'm going to absolutely blow up in muscle mass, is because I've sussed out this myostatin thing. So another thing on iodine is how important it is for women as well. Like regulating your hormones is what the thyroid's for. It also regulates your metabolism. So people who have got an underactive thyroid gain weight because the heart's slowing down and you're not burning as many calories. And an underactive thyroid speeds up the metabolism and makes you lose weight. And this isn't just because of it speeding up and slowing it down. It's because of what's called energy yielding metabolism. So energy yielding metabolism is basically like how good your body is at extracting the energy from the food you eat. So if you're somebody who's got a really underactive thyroid and you've got no energy at all, it's because of the thyroid isn't functioning properly to get this energy yielding metabolism. It can't get the metabolites. It's basically not harvesting all the food. You see what I mean? So anyway, I'm gonna leave it on that. If you do want to talk to your doctor about it, just talk to them. And if they start telling you, humming and hawing about, oh, you don't need to worry about your thyroid, you need to get another doctor. But 9 times out of 10, this is going to start becoming a really highly awareness issue in the world, that there is an iodine crisis, and it is absolutely mental how much people don't care and don't know. I spoke to one guy when I told him, I've got a hyperactive thyroid. He started glorifying it. Oh yeah, mine's underactive. It was almost like he wanted to join the crew. I was like, whoa. I was like, whoa. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to glorify me issues with me thyroid. It needs to be addressed. And this is what the problem is with the world, is most people like to glorify their health conditions. And guys, my biggest advice to you, don't wait until you're fucked before you start doing something about it. You know what I mean? Act now. Get it done. Speak to your doctor. Don't let the world tell you, oh, you should be glorifying your cancer, or you should be glorifying your thyroid problem, or you should be glorifying your skin problems, or glorifying your fat fucking arse, you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm getting a little bit pissed off, so I'm going to go. We're going to do another video about apathy next. So anyway, guys, that's 14 minutes, and that's me done.